And this comes as our collection of Steve's Coats for Kids is about to kick off. Every year, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson leads our drive to collect coats for children who don't have them. So be on the lookout for the donation bins and drop in new or gently used coats at Ashley Home Stores, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, or ER Plumbing Services.
We've already had some wintry weather, and winter doesn't even officially start until tomorrow. So imagine going through it without a warm coat.
Well, you can keep that from happening to children in our area by donating to Channel 9's Steve's Coats for Kids drive. Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson shows us how it can make life better for local families.
In Willa Delancey's West Charlotte kitchen, she and two of her 8 kids are getting ready for Christmas.
All right, sugar, thank you so much.
But while the holiday spirit is there, the holiday budget is a little tougher to come by. And unfortunately, that's nothing new.
I've seen a lot of stuff, you know, been through a lot. That it seems like I struggle at sometimes with that because it's not enough.
And that's where I get to come in and work some holiday magic.
So it got cold so fast this season?
I'm paying the family a special visit, along with Liana Humphrey from Crisis Assistance Ministry.
Hello there.
Hey,
how are you?
Y'all doing?
Hello, Miss Willa.
Hey. Oh
We
my
have some
God.
coats from Crisis Assistance Ministry.
Yes.
These coats have all been donated through our Steve's Coats for Kids drive. And today, Willa's kids are on the receiving end.
You got lots of good choices.
Lanisha, her youngest, tries one on that's just a little bit too big. So does big sister Lanaya. But for both girls,
Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Girl, what?
I think you got a good one.
the second time's the charm.
Ooh, look at her.
There's even a coat for Willa, because of course kids want their moms to be warm too. With a coat for everyone, including the older siblings, there's one less thing for this family to worry about, which means Christmas for them just got a whole lot brighter and warmer.
Because they have coats now. Yeah, and it makes me feel real good as a mom that I don't have to be worried or stressed out about them getting coats.
That's a decision no parent should have to make. You know, feeding the kids, keeping the kids warm, or getting them, you know, a warm coat.
Right.
So let's take that part out of the equation. We need your help, and obviously you can make it a warm winter for all the families in our area by donating that new or gently used coat at any of these locations. The barrels are out: Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. To find the nearest location to you, go to stevescoatsforkids.com.
Just days away from the official kickoff of Channel 9 Steve's Coats for Kids drive, and once again, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson is working to collect coats for local kids who don't have them. Donation bins are already out at Ashley Home Store locations, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. Just look for the donation boxes. Steve'sCoatsForKids.com has more information.
Our Steve's Coats for Kids collection is coming up this year. You can donate new or gently used coats at any Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, or ER Plumbing Services. They'll have donation boxes there, and we hope you can help us out.
Imagine a child out in the cold this winter without a warm coat. Well, you can keep that from happening by donating to our Steve's Coats for Kids drive. Donation boxes are already out for your new and gently used coats. Look for them at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. Steve'sCoatsForKids.com has more information.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson needs your help to make sure kids in our area without a warm coat can get one. It's all a part of our Steve's Coats for Kids drive. You can drop off your new and gently used coats at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. Steve'sCoatsForKids.com has more information.
Well, once again, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson is leading the effort to help thousands of local kids who don't have warm coats. You can donate new or gently used coats at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. And just look for the donation boxes there. Steve'sCoatsForKids.com has more information.
When the temperature drops back down, every child certainly needs a warm coat, right, Steve?
Yeah, Erica, we do have, of course, our annual Steve's Coats for Kids drive getting underway tomorrow. You can donate new and gently used coats at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. For a location nearest to you, go to Steve'sCoatsForKids.com. We've got all the information.
All right, today is the day we officially kick off Channel 9's annual collection of Steve's Coats for Kids. And once again, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson is leading our drive to provide warm coats for kids who don't have them. You can donate new and gently used coats at any location at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. Just go to stevescoatsforkids.com, and all the information is posted right there.
Channel 9's annual collection of Steve's Coats for Kids is underway. Today you've got the chance, 2 chances actually, to make a donation and meet Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson. Steve's holding a special collection with ER Plumbing Services today, 10 a.m. to noon. There'll be a crisis assistance ministry on Spratt Street in Charlotte. Then from 2 until 4 this afternoon, Steve will be at Showmars on Providence Road, just north of I-485. Stop by to see him, take some coats to help local kids stay warm.
Good morning, I'm Channel 9 Steve Udelson. We are live at Crisis Assistance Ministry just north of Uptown. This is where all the magic happens for Steve's Coats for Kids. These coats came in, they're your donations from ER Plumbing, one of our family-focused partners and a big sponsor of Steve's Coats for Kids. What we're trying to do is fill up these bins and these racks so that kids can stay warm for the rest of this winter. For the nearest location to you, if you can't get to Crisis, I'm here until noon today. Go to stevescoatsforkids.com. Good morning once again. I'm Channel 9 Steve Udelson live at Crisis Assistance Ministry as we kick off our 15th annual Steve's Coats for Kids. These coats you've donated to ER Plumbing, one of our family-focused partners. You can head to Hendrick Honda. You can head to Ashley Home Store. You can head over to any Showmars location or any Charlotte Fire Department. It's that easy to donate new and gently used coats of all sizes. That's what we're looking for. Now, this drive goes on through the 13th of January. We hope you can donate to help area kids stay warm. Good morning once again. I'm Steve Udelson. We are live and Crisis Assistance Ministry here in North Charlotte for Steve's Coats for Kids. We're here till noon today. What we're trying to do is fill up these racks filled with the coats that you have already donated, and we're going to get them out onto the floor in the free store where people can get them, as again we have plenty of winter weather left. Now this drive goes on until the 13th. You can head to stevescoatsforkids.com to find the nearest drop-off location for you. Good morning once again. I'm Channel 9 Steve Udelson. We are live at Crisis Assistance Ministry. This is the clearinghouse for every coat that you donate to Steve's Coats for Kids. You're going to see these boxes out all over town. You can head to Showmars, Ashley Furniture, Hendrick Honda. You can head to any Charlotte area fire department. What you are going to do is donate new and gently used coats just like this. Our friends at Cintas clean them, they mend them if need be, and we get them to kids that need them. We'll be here for another Roto-Bag.
Today's a big day here at Channel 9, our annual collection here at our studios of Steve's Coats for Kids. And we have Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson. He is leading the drive as always. And Steve, having a lot of fun out there. You met a lot of generous people coming out to donate coats.
Year after year, Blaine, 15 years now. It's been incredible. And I just want to walk you through the process. Get all these bags of coats. That's the first thing we do is get the coats in the bags. This was a key addition a couple of years ago. Our friends at Cintas literally go through every coat, new and gently used. They sort them, they clean them, and if a coat is, say, a little more than gently used, they try to mend it. And the bottom line is to try to get as many of the coats that are collected onto the backs of kids. From Cintas, we take the coats on over to Crisis Assistance Ministry. They have an incredible free store there. All you have to do is show up, and you can take the coats that you need. You know, we started this 15 years ago with the thought that no parent should ever have to worry about, do I heat my home, do I put food on the table, or a warm coat on my child? We're trying to take one piece of that equation out. So as many free coats as we can get, that's what we're trying to do. And again, we're going to be here till 7 o'clock this afternoon. Don't worry if you can't make it down to the studios today. The boxes will be out through the weekend. You can go to any of our family-focused sponsors. That is Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing. You can head on over to Crisis Assistance and drop them off there directly. You can go to any Showmars or Ashley Home Store.
This time of year, our entire Channel 9 team is focused on making sure that local children stay warm this winter. It's our special collection of Steve's Coats for Kids, and today it was at our studios.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson has led this drive for 15 years now. He's been outside the studios all day today, accepting coats and generous donations. And how's it going out there, Steve?
Hey, Scott, it's been a constant flow of traffic, and if you don't believe me, check this out. Driveway is totally full of folks ready to donate as soon as we finish up here. Now, anyone that's been here today can tell you this is truly a labor of love, and you can see we've got a lot of love. We started very early this morning with some kids that came from the Kids Are Kids Learning Center in Matthews. They were the first to drop by with dozens of coats. for children their own age, and it's great seeing kids helping kids. From there, cars lined up outside our studio with people dropping off coats from their closets at home. Some donors had dozens of coats, others just one or two. I spoke with one man who comes by literally every year to donate. Is this the first time you've donated?
No.
You hear every year?
Every year.
It's fantastic.
There's always something to give.
Okay.
But there are people that need.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's about, right?
Yes, sir.
Pay it forward.
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, so once we're done here in a couple of hours, these coats are going to go over to Cintas. They are going to be sorted, they're going to be cleaned and mended if need be, and then they go over to crisis assistance. Bottom line is we want these coats onto the kids that need them within just a few days. Scott and Erica?
All right, thanks so much, Steve.
Tonight, our team here at Channel 9 is working hard to help thousands of local children who still don't have warm coats.
It's all part of our Steve's Coats for Kids donation drive, headed every year by Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson. He's outside our studios. He's been there all day, and he says there's an urgent need for coats.
There is, Scott. You know, in spite of this massive mound of coats you see behind me, the need in our community is once again urgent. Now, a number of Channel 9 viewers, generous viewers, came on by this afternoon all day through our studios here at North Tryon Street, all looking to give. Now, an alumni group from the Charlotte chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority told me they set a Coats for Kids goal way back in September, and they more than exceeded that goal and dropped off more than 100 coats today. As the hours pass by, hundreds of more coats are donated by our viewers who just wanted to help. I spoke to one woman who supports every drive that we do, and she's done this every year. She told me she hopes other people will do the same.
Just know that, you know, it's colder today, so go outside, and if you didn't have that coat, how would you feel? There's some kids and adults that don't have that coat that you do, so just try and do what you can.
So we're in the final hour of our drive here at the station. I'm standing in the Cintas truck. The coats that are donated here will go right over to Cintas. They are going to sort the coats, the new and gently used. If any coat needs to be cleaned or mended, they will do that. Then these coats scoot over to crisis assistance. And the bottom line is we want these coats on the back of kids that need them. You've heard John talk about the cold air. Let me tell you something. It's cold out here right now. I wouldn't want to be without a coat. We don't think any child should be without one either.
Today, the entire Channel 9 team focused on making sure that local kids stay warm this winter.
It's all part of Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson's 15th annual Coats for Kids drive to make sure all local kids have a warm coat this winter. Dozens of cars lined up at the station today to drop off whatever they could bring to help out. And a group of kids from Kids Are Kids Learning Academy in Matthews, they were some of the first to get here with enthusiasm and brought a bunch of coats to donate. One man told Steve he makes an effort just to drop by every year.
You hear every year?
Every year.
It's fantastic.
There's always something to give.
Okay.
But there are people that need.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Pay
sir.
it forward.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, I was out there earlier today. It was a big pile of coats. We're estimating thousands came in today alone. And they'll be passed on to Cintas now for repairs and any cleaning, and then head to Crisis Assistance Ministry here in Charlotte to get to those in need.
We also had a special day at Channel 9 here yesterday, making sure that local kids stay warm this winter.
We hosted Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson's Coats for Kids drive here at our studios. So much fun. Dozens of cars lined up outside of our station to drop off what they could, some heavy loads there. And a group from the Kids Are Kids Learning Academy in Matthews was the first to arrive with their Coats for Kids. And one man told Steve he makes an effort to drop by each year.
You hear every year?
Every year.
It's fantastic.
There's always something to give.
Okay.
But there are people that need.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Pay
sir.
it forward.
Yes, sir, it is.
Glad we have people like that in our community. Now, we don't have the exact number of the coats we collected yesterday just yet, but we know it is in the thousands. Those coats will now be passed off to our friends at Cintas for repairs and cleaning before then heading to the Crisis Assistance Ministry in Charlotte. And if you have not donated yet, you still can. You have through January 13th, and you'll find the donation bins. Here's the list at Ashley Home Store. Locations also Showmars, Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing Services, and all Charlotte fire stations. Just look for the donation boxes. StevesCoatsForKids.com has more information. Channel 9 Steve's Coats for Kids drive is still going strong. Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson is leading our effort to help thousands of local kids who don't have warm coats. You can donate new or gently used coats at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing Services, and any Charlotte Fire Station. To find a location that's close to you, you can go to stevescoatsforkids.com.
This weekend, we wrap up our annual Steve's Coats for the Kids Drive. Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson needs your help to make sure local kids stay warm this winter and for years to come. Now, we still have donation bins at Ashley Home Store locations, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing Services, and at all Charlotte Fire Stations. The collection ends tomorrow.
And someone, of course, needs that larger coat size, too, because remember, kids wear adult sizes, and we'll take any and all of the coats you can give. And again, hats off to our friends at Cintas for making them look like brand new once again. Now, all of our donation bins are still out at Ashley Home Store, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, and ER Plumbing Services. All Charlotte Fire Stations. Go to stevescoatsforkids.com for the nearest drop-off to you. There's 80 in all, and I'll be doing one last special drive tomorrow at the Checkers game. Hope you can join us.
There's a special promotion at tonight's Charlotte Checkers game. If you donated a coat to Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson's Coats for Kids Drive, you got a free ticket for a game later this month. Now, Steve was there as dozens of people dropped off gently used or new coats. The Checkers say that they are glad to help, and they hope others realize how badly some people need those jackets.
Outside, I think people are pretty grateful for their coats right now, and hopefully people can take a moment and think about people that may not be so lucky and try to help out.
It's not too late to help. The drive ends tomorrow, but we still have bins out at Ashley Home Store locations, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing Services, and at all of the Charlotte Fire Stations.
We want to thank you, those of you who came to last night's Checkers game and donated to our Steve's Coats for Kids Drive. Chief Meteorologist Steve Udelson was there as dozens dropped off gently used or new coats. Those will help families stay warm this winter. The Checkers say they are glad to help our annual coat drive, and they hope others realize how badly some people need those jackets.
Outside, I think people are pretty grateful for their coats right now, and hopefully people can take a moment and think about people that may not be so lucky and try to help out.
It's not too late to help. Today is the final day of this drive. We have donation bins at Ashley Home Store locations, Showmars, Hendrick Honda, ER Plumbing Services, and all Charlotte Fire Stations.